In this video, I'm going to speak to you about the intimidation after 30 days on semen retention is insane. When you go on NoFap, when you go on retention, you're going to be more intimidating because you're more comfortable with yourself. This is the bottom line. There's a lot of people who are going to try to throw you off when they sense a masculine man. When people sense a masculine man, they're going to do everything in their power to try to throw you off. But the bottom line is you're so concrete in yourself that regardless what other people say, it doesn't phase you. But this is exactly what I'm trying to get at to you. The bottom line is when people try to throw you off and you have been doing bad habits, watching explicit material, fapping, eating bad foods, you're going to be a bit thrown off. And because you're going to be thrown off, some of the things that some people may say, it might actually get to you. So this is what's going to happen. When you actually decide, to go about your life normally and do concrete habits every single day, regardless of what other people may say about you, not going to hit as hard because you're already secure in yourself. And NoFap helps you with this. It helps you with this because regardless of what people are saying, you actually may not care as much. And this usually happens after 30 days. Give it a good 30-day streak. No, I can speak on both sides of the spectrum of releasing with a woman and abstaining for a good amount of time. I can speak to you about both sides of the spectrum. So I'm pretty much telling you my experiences on both sides of the spectrum, what I've noticed subtly. To be honest, there's a difference when you're fapping regular, like using your hand to ejaculate, which is probably one of the worst things that you can do in terms of your masculine development. It's literally one of the worst things you could do. Like, it's not even close, because if you're doing that masculinity, that concreteness that you have in terms of your masculinity diminishes immensely, And now if you're doing this and you're trying to attract maybe a woman, then it's going to be different. You're not going to have that edge about you. There's an edge that happens in attraction. The ability to speak your mind exactly how you feel, the ability to know when to do things, the ability to be okay with yourself. All of this gets thrown out the window when you're fapping regularly and you're watching explicit material. This is what they don't tell you. They don't tell you this because they don't want you to know this. The people who say, oh, fapping's not that bad, watching so-and-so videos is not that bad, they don't realize that it actually is diminishing your spirit. It's diminishing your aura. And because of this, you're going to come across as bland. Now, the person who's consistently doing good habits for themselves, and I cannot stress enough good habits, daily deposits of greatness, doing things that you're specifically supposed to be doing, like meditating, working out, eating good foods, praying. When you start to do some of these things, your masculinity enhances, and now you have a more concreteness about you. Meaning, when people say things, or when even women try to test you, things like that, you're still going to be okay because it's still masculine. The guys who fap regularly, this goes over their head because they don't understand some of these things. And this is what happens when you go on 30 plus days of NoFap retention. You're going to be a lot more focused. You're going to be more intentional about your life, and you're putting two and two together to build a great life for yourself. This starts to happen when you do these things. Now, if you're consistently, like I said, diminishing your aura, these things are not going to hit as home because you're diminishing yourself. You're caving into your fleshly desires. You're caving in and you're not fulfilling your purpose. So this is what happens. So, you got to get motivated. We're pretty much at the end of this. We're pretty much close to the end of the year, and all the goals that you set for yourself, maybe at the beginning of the year, were you still set? Have you accomplished? Did you even set goals for yourself? Did you even do some of the things that you said you were going to do? All of this correlates to attraction. And guys keep complaining. They think that semen retention is a way out, to automatically get woman attraction. And I'm the first one to tell you that that's not necessary. That's not true at all. Actually, there's guys who go on retention and they're saying, I'm still not getting any woman attraction. Yeah, doofus head, because you haven't done anything else to maximize yourself in terms of getting attraction. People just think that just because they're sitting on a nut, all of a sudden now they're just going to get attraction. That's not the case at all. Anybody who tells you that is just selling you a bag of bills. They're selling you a bag of goods. It's not true. What's true is you working on aspects of your life, you abstaining from some material, and you enhancing your core masculinity. Notice that I said core masculinity. Once you enhance your core masculinity, all things will be given to you, because you have a foundation inside of you. It's your foundation. That's what makes you attractive. Not just because you're on so and so days of retention that's going to make you attractive. Sure, and that may enhance your aura in a sense. You might come across as more captivating, maybe how you speak, stuff like that. But at the end of the line, there still has to be other parts of your life that you can work on, that you still work on. So when you go on 30 days is a good milestone, because now you're going to be very in the know. You're going to be, I know it's a difference. You're just probably going to be more focused. You're happier with yourself. You're getting things done. You're also not focused on any woman or anything like that. And this is how you actually become attractive. But if you're laying around not doing anything, obviously you're not going to attract anything. A man who stands for nothing falls for anything. You have to be focused. You have to be intentional, and you really have to go all in with your life. And some of these things will start to happen. 30 days, is a big milestone. People can't even make it past 2 days, 3 or 4 days. So if you go on 30 days, you're getting things done. The bottom line is just getting your life better. This is what it comes down to. This is the correlation that it comes down to. Getting your life better, making your money, building your physique, taking care of your face, taking care of how you look, doing these different things. This is going to enhance your aura, making you more attractive. And now the bottom line is, when you're in any interaction, you're more okay with yourself. So it's all about being okay with acting exactly how you want to act. This is what it comes down to. So never mind what all these MFers be saying. They'll be saying all these different things, but the bottom line, the thing they fail to talk about is acting exactly how you want to act with no apology. And these habits that I've told you about is going to enhance you and make you more able to do those things. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's living in truth. It's about living in truth. So when you go on 30 days plus no fat, you're gonna have this enhanced aura. You're building your life brick by brick. You're gonna have masculine energy. You're gonna be a very more intentional man, and this is what's going to come across as attractive. So the 30-day milestone is a very good thing for you. Now, the longer you can do this, you're probably more likely to attract a woman. You're probably more likely to be more fulfilled. You're probably more likely because you're actually getting things done. Men are happiest when they are building something, when they're getting things done. When you're laying around, you're not fulfilling your purpose as a man, and you're going to be some conditions where you're not going to be as happy. So go on NoFap, go on retention. These things will work out for you. Do these things consistently, and you're going to see a big return on investment. Now, the bottom line is, like I said before, it's about high status signals. Everybody, whether they know it or not, is giving off signals 24/7 to see whether they're high status or low status. Now, high status comes across, what I mean by high status and low status is emotional competency, meaning your ability to discern situations and act accordingly based off the situations. That is what I talk about when I'm talking about high and low status. Some people have the ability to do this, and they've passed every test with flying colors in terms of social interactions. Some people have no idea about this, and they're always wondering what happened. This is what I mean. But how do you actually, get a feel for this? You get a feel for this by meditating, by practicing and talking to people and adjusting yourself accordingly based off some of the things that are happening in your situation, in your setting. These are some of the things that is going to happen to you. Everyone's giving off high status and low status signals based off who they are. So there's some guys who will have this idea that someone's always attacking them, that someone's always going after them. And the bottom line is, nobody really thinks about you as much as you think that they do. Nobody really has that eye for you that they're always thinking. Most people are mostly concerned about themselves. You have to realize this. How many times are you really thinking about other people? You're probably not thinking as much about other people than you really think that you are. Most of the time you're thinking about yourself and what's going on and these different things, So that's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. You have to put yourself in other people's shoes. Other people are always thinking about themselves. How you think more than likely is the same way how somebody else is going to think. So some of these things this is what's going to happen for you. So, when you go on 30 days of no fat, when you go on 30 days of retention, you're becoming a better version of yourself. You're getting better ideas. Your mind is working at a faster rate, and, you're just becoming overall a better human being. And because you're becoming an overall better human being, you're going to start attracting better situations and opportunities because of the person that you're becoming. And you're going to get the things that you really want because you're more happier with yourself. See, the bottom line is, there's this sense of maybe frustration, maybe after you release that you start to realize this post-nut clarity that happens, that you start to realize, that starts to happen. So I mean, this is what you just have to put into perspective. If you want to be the most fulfilled and happiest version of yourself, I would advise you to go on something like NoFap. Attract only quality women in your life, and discern them to see if they are really well for you. If it's not, then it really doesn't matter. It really isn't worth it, because people are just going to do anything at any time. So you have to really discern who's right for you and who isn't right for you. This is what I can say about the 30 days of NoFap streak. You're going to be doing very well. Me personally, I have gone a lot longer on a NoFap streak than 30 days, and this is the best thing it can do. It's making me more fulfilled. It's going to make you more happier. You're going to be crushing your goals. Things are going to be better for you. It's about living the good life, and because of the cause and effect of life, if you do specific things consistently, you're going to get consistent results, and this is all there is to life. Now, with that being said, I put down a free gift for you, end-to-end presentation, 3-part video training series on how you can quit fapping for good, improve your physique, so you can start attracting better opportunities, better relationships, better things into your life because of who you are. You track exactly what you are in accordance with. You track exactly what you are in vibrational alignment with. So knowing this, you might as well make yourself a better human being so you can start attracting better things. And this is what I've done to help you out. So I put down a free 3-part video training series that you can look down in the description down below. Check that out. My free gift to you. It is the holiday season. It is a season of giving, so I put down this gift strictly for you. Check that out below, and we will see you in the next one.